Good morning, everyone. Here's your moment of yes for Monday, July 28th. It is our last, for me, it's my last day in northern Michigan before, heading back to get some work in New Jersey and a super, super busy month that I'm grateful for. But just kind of mentally shifting from one thing to the next and enjoying, one more day on the lake, which has been really great. Was just thinking the other day, not sure if this is even a concept that is helpful or maybe it's duh, but I was just thinking about sort of the year that I'm having, just, career-wise, professionally, it's been a good year. And it's been a good year, like professionally, like my best year, right? That I'm having right now is a good year. And that feels really good. and you start to like, okay, like, oh, like great, we can do this, and we can do this, and we can do this. And obviously saving money is not something we've had an opportunity to do a whole lot, period. And so, like, just trying to be responsible and all that to say. But I was just thinking, and then my mind immediately goes to, but what about next year? Last year I thought it was going to be a big year, and it almost, and then the end of the year was good, but then, and like, then this year I didn't know what it was going to be, and it being a big year, and like, but what about next year? Like, so I can't live this year as if that's going to be every year, and at the same time, I can't worry that, it's. I'm sure you all can relate to that mindset, especially in kind of a freelance entrepreneurial role. So much of it feels uncertain and constantly changing, right? So, but as I was just kind of reflecting the other day, I thought about it from the standpoint, I'm like, what if, like, my job is to show up and do the best I can, right? With opportunities, with work ethic, with creating, right? And I don't really control what shows up. I just control how I show up. And and then, like, when you make money, like, oh, I earned that, I deserve that. I'm like, yeah, and like, how would I be different mentally if at the beginning of every year it's like, hey, you're just going to do what you would do regardless. This year, the universe is giving you X amount of money. How are you going to use it? Next year, I have no idea what the universe is going to give me, but next year, the universe says, for the year, I'm going to give you this amount of money. How are you going to use it? It's not mine. I didn't earn it. I don't deserve it. I'm doing what I'm doing, and sometimes it's big, and sometimes it's small, and sometimes it's in between. And then it's like, well, what are you going to do with it, right? Are you going to be generous with it? Are you going to, spend it and do some things? How are you going to use it? But it's not mine. And as I was thinking about that, because I just noticed myself a certain amount of stress, sort of leaving me, where I'm like, oh yeah, like the controlling and the owning and the planning with it. It's like, no, this is what you were given this year. The universe gave this to you. Did you do some things? Of course you did some things. But like, like, so much is outside of my control, good and bad. So if the universe is, you do what you do, Travis, we're going to give you something every year. How are you going to use it? I'm like, oh, okay, that's my job then. And so, like, there's such a greater sense of freedom and ease when it's like, and it's not freedom just to be completely irresponsible. It's freedom to be like, all right, I trust that all of our needs are going to be taken care of, but I'm not controlling that. So each year, whatever is given to me, we're going to try to use in a way that makes the most sense, not based on fear, but based on a sense of purpose and direction. And so I'm not sure if that shift is helpful to you, but it was to me. That's your moment of yes for today. Have an awesome week, everyone.